Spider Richards. No doubt about your nickname from the T-shirt. So,
Oh, come on. You got to be representing 24/7.
in case anyone was confused, um, how are you getting on so far with lockdown life?
Good, good. You know, it's been a bit up and down at first. You know, I just felt like we were trapped and not much we could do, but we didn't know how long it was going to be for. But now I feel like now we know it's going to be a long period. I have to set up shop to make sure I can, you know, stay motivated and keep doing my thing.
And what have you? What is it you've been doing? I know you've done some of the stuff on social media, some workouts and stuff, which I'm sure a lot of people appreciate because it gives them
Yeah.
something to do. But how else have you been filling your time?
Just doing runs, obviously circuit training. I've got my weights in it here now. And then also keep myself occupied in just not just training, but mentally to keep me going. Apps I've been using, maybe like the House Party app. You know, that's been fun. Keep myself occupied and just studying the sport and stuff. Just different stuff to keep my mind occupied and keep me going through this quarantine time.
And have you been in touch with Peter and some of the lads?
Yeah, I was talking to Peter yesterday on video call. We was having the banter yesterday. You know, he's there as well, quarantined in. We're just talking about how we've been finding it, etc. We've been touching in with the lads every day, just monitoring what each other's been doing each day to keep going through the quarantine and, you know, keep still pushing each other virtually, updating each other what we've been doing each day. Still competitive in the group.
Now, whatever you've just done with your phone, you've cut your own head off. That's it. That's
Oh, have I?
yeah, that's
Better now?
yeah, better. Yeah, so you're still in touch with Pete, you were saying that. Just before the lockdown started, oh,
Sorry.
where's he gone?
I mean, I've just put it on silent so it doesn't
Oh,
make
right,
any
yeah.
buzzing noises.
So just before the lockdown started, you obviously
Yeah.
withdrew from a fight with Shakan Pitters,
Yeah,
set for March 28th. You were injured, and that was going to
yeah,
be rescheduled. Obviously, Shakan was going to fight Chad Sugden instead, who you fought
yeah.
your last fight. Then that's now, because of the lockdown, that's been postponed. What's your understanding of what's going to happen when we all come back? Will you just go straight in, or does Sugden still get his shot?
Well, I think I should really go straight back in because obviously I caught the virus. So I was out with the virus for 3-4 weeks. Then obviously the virus has come to England properly and the whole show stopped because of the virus. The same reason I was out is the same reason the show's been pulled. So I wouldn't see why not I wouldn't be straight back in.
So you've actually had it.
Yeah, I've had the virus I had it for like 3.5 weeks to 4 weeks.
Wow.
And that's why we realised that I wasn't going to be able to fight because after being 3 weeks, I still wasn't better after 3 weeks when we made the decision. I was still bedbound. It was 3 weeks had gone, and I was still not recovered. So it was like, well, if we don't know when you're going to be better, you've got this virus, and the fight's going to be in 4 or 5 weeks. You're going to train for 3 to 4 weeks at best. If you recover now, it's just not suitable. And rather than trying to wait and see how we go along, as I said before, I've had that happen to me, obviously in a bullfight where they pulled the plug on me on Fight Week and it ain't nice. So I'd rather like give everyone, especially even the fans and everyone, the heads up to people to make their arrangement. People don't start booking hotels or, you know, he can't even get a fight because I pulled out on Fight Week and he has to wait. So I thought Peter said it would be best just to, if you're not fit and well, and we know this now, better to let them know now.
I mean, on the plus side, it means you're likely immune now from the virus, which is
Yeah.
good. What was it like? Tell us. Obviously, you were on the bench for a while with it, so I'm guessing pretty severe.
It's not nice. It's like you're really fatigued. People think it's just a bit like a cold. It is a little bit, but it's not. It's not. It's like you do get a few cold and flu symptoms, but it's just the hardest part for me is just like the fatigue and tiredness. So it's like one day you'll feel alright, and then the start of it I felt alright-ish, and then it was like I just felt tired to train, but I didn't feel like I could still operate normal, like go to the shop and stuff. But then if I went out for a few hours, then I would just dip. For the next couple of days, I was just bedbound. And so I tried to even go and start after 3 weeks to go and try and do a strength session to see if I can like come back and, you know, like build yourself in. Because sometimes I've like had cancer, I've got ill and I've had to work through a cold or work for a flu, and then it's hard at first, but over time you get through it. But I tried to do that strength and I was useless. Like what I usually do for a warm-up, I was doing for exercises and getting tired, short of breath. So then we realised there's no way you can even train like this.
And it took you a long time to recover from it. When did you notice kind of the symptoms starting to ease off a bit?
Um, Do you know what? You don't really notice. It's like still sometimes after a period of time, you still get a bit of that tiredness and thing. But I think this is a sort of virus. It does take a long time, and I can understand why we're quarantined now. Because if I'm feeling like this over such a long period of time, how much people would I come into touch with over these weeks, and they all catch it? It'll be a virus that goes on forever. So I can understand why you have to stay away from people. Otherwise, everyone would have it forever. So as a symptom, I think it lasts for a long time.
Did you get a sense when you got it? Because obviously there wasn't all this reporting of it back then. Did you get a
No,
sense of that it was something different from standard flu?
yeah, I don't want to really throw a few of the boys in it, but a couple of boys kind of had it who I was around, and I think I got it off them. But at first I thought, and Peter got it also as well. Um, and he was like, "How are you feeling?" We're checking on each other each week, and he was having like the same dips and ups, and we was like, "This is not right." It was like, "This is some weird flu virus." But this is obviously before we knew about this major corona thing coming to England, so we knew it was unusual because I've got sick loads of times in camp, but like three to 5 days, you're usually back on your feet and raring to go. So that's what I kind of thought would be one of them simple kind of factors. But 3 4 weeks is when you start thinking, "Oh, what's going on here?" But I still didn't notice. I didn't even think it was anything to do with this COVID-19 thing because it wasn't so big then.
So what's the kind of plan for you in terms of getting back? So have you had any kind of whispers from anyone either on your management team or promotional wise have given you an indication of when boxing might be back?
No, we just know that it's been banned again for the next couple of months longer after
Yeah.
the main film being cancelled and stuff. And I think the board is it's not even really the promoters, it's the board who are going to be playing it month by month, year by year, to see when they're going to commence boxing back. So we're all just like this, really, all of us with fingers crossed and just hope to get back. It's not even just, for us, it's frustrating because also it's like we can't fight, which is what we love doing. We can't train because the gyms are closed, but also we're not watching any new boxing either.
Yeah.
Like all the shows, that's what we like. We thrive for. Like, Saturday, who shows this week? Oh, I'm tuning in. Nothing to watch, nothing for us to do. So it's kind of like it's like a gap year really for everyone. So everyone's
And what's the how hard has it been from a financial perspective? Because obviously you're still having to eat right, train as much as you can, albeit not at the gym, but there's no
yeah,
paycheck at the end of it, not for a long time.
yeah, exactly. You got to be pretty smart. I think like this is the time when it really makes sense for fighters to have not been eating hand to mouth. See, like obviously a lot of fighters might go out and blow their money and then wait for the next paycheck. But it's like these sort of times is why some of the smart fighters don't just waste money. You have money there just in case for camps, etc. And then you've got sponsorships as well who kind of can help you get through. But also on a financial point, you're still a bit like, because you don't actually know. It could be a year's time till you fight again. We don't have a clue. So you just literally don't know when you're going to get paid next, really, on that sort of lump sum.
So it's all about kind of managing your money sensibly and hopefully some help from sponsors for some boxers as well, I guess.
Yeah, that's all it is, really. And obviously, not a lot of fighters get the fortune of sponsors. And it is very frustrating because our job, you get paid, and then there's nothing going on. And it's not even like you can go and really do a side job at this period of time. You can't even go and possibly even probably do PT in because the gyms are closed.
Yeah.
You can't go and do maybe security on the door because the clubs are closed. There's nothing for people to even have a side hustle to do.
You go and work in Tesco's, I hear they're busy.
Oh, a little bit. Most of them closed down. Even McDonald's are closed down. I was going to apply.
I went to Tesco's today, I was queuing up outside for 10 minutes before I could even get in. It's crazy.
I kind of got a cheat code. I kind of asked my sister. My sister went and she told me she was in the queue. As soon as she got in there, I rang her, told her what I need, transferred her the money, and met her outside.
Yeah. See, that's smart. And that's an example of being smart with your money. That's good stuff. Obviously, your kind of ambitions for the year are going to change now because of the delay. Assuming
Yeah,
still, though, that ending 2020 as British champion, not too bad
yeah.
a year.
Not too bad of a year. Any year you make progress and pick up titles, you just got to be kind of grateful, really. Some years are slow. Fights can get cancelled. But I've had NBC before. I've had fights cancelled for nearly 8 months before without quarantine, so or corona. So with this sort of sport, you just got to be happy every time you can make progress and keep moving forward, and don't get disheartened. It's a sport that's easy to get disheartened, get frustrated, and really go on a downer. So it's all about just staying positive and staying strong through no matter what happens, really.
Brilliant. Well, I really appreciate your time, and I
No,
look forward to doing it in person as soon as we can.
oh, me too. It's always good hearing from you. How have you been finding this?
Um, Mentally, it's very challenging because obviously I do about half the job at home and half going
Yeah.
out, meeting people, interviews, press conferences, and all stuff like that. And now it's just completely at home. So it's almost like
Yeah.
being unemployed but still having to work.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, it's odd. Like the first week, I was like really like I'm not going to let this defeat me. I was training in my garden and stuff like that. But then as time goes on, it kind of makes you lazy, even though you don't want to be.
100%. You know what? That's what I'm saying. It was like first week I was enthusiastic, killing my runs, doing my circuits. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be going through this. When they extended the corona, it was like, oh.
Yeah,
And then I thought, and then I also got to talk back with the boys and stuff. And then I said to myself, right, get back on it. Like, don't let this derail you. Stay focused.
are you in the group chat with Waldy and all the rest of them?
Yeah.
Because I hear there's a bit
So,
of competition going on about who's doing the runs and who's got the gym
yeah,
facilities and all that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's quite competitive in the group. So especially when you get all the boys that just smashed out a good run, they're all putting the times in, and you're sitting at home scratching your head. You're like, "Where's my track? Where's my earphones? Let me get out." Because that's what I'm saying. It's the energy rubs off each other. You're seeing other athletes performing. You want to be the best. They want to be the best. They're working harder. You're thinking, "No, I need to up my game if they're doing that today." So that's another thing that's kept me motivated of seeing all the boys and that pushing still and working hard. It makes me have to work hard as well.
Brilliant. Well, yeah, I can't wait till I get to see you all properly in
Yeah.
the gym instead of over video call. But I still appreciate you doing it. Obviously, we need, just like you need to keep yourself busy, we need to keep fans having content as well. So it's good that
100%.
people are adapting.
Yeah, don't worry, man. Just love you. Keep working, keep pushing out the content and helping the fans. You're doing your bit.